Hey, yay, 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 yay!
Football Powerhour!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Europa League final reaction. There's a party in Dublin, and if you're German, you're not invited.
Oh my God!
Wow, what did we just witness? What did we just see? First of all, I hope my sound works. I hope my sound is sounding. If not, it is what it is. Because today is the Ademola Lookman party. It's the party. This guy goes to a Europa League final and scores a hat trick. Not just a regular hat trick, a convincing hat trick. You know, some hat tricks you can say, he got a tap in, he got a penalty. No penalty involved. The first one, he uses his left foot. And guess what? He takes advantage of I can't even remember the name of the guy who was sleeping. He took a short nap. It might have been Tapsoba. Boom. Lookman, it was a Zappa Costa assist. And then the next one, he makes sure that, boy, I'm going to connect with this. And Ademola Lookman, ladies and gentlemen, deserves the flowers today. He deserves the accolades. He deserves this guy. Left foot, first goal. Second goal, right foot. It was from the goalkeeper. The Leverkusen goalkeeper hits a long ball. That long ball, actually, it was an accurate long ball, but the person that it connected with, it might have been Witz. He hit it. He tried to pass it to his teammate, and then it falls to Ademola Lookman, who still has a lot to do, by the way. The whole center defensive line is in front of him. And all he does is the shimmy, shimmy. Just a little, one simple move, puts that ball to his right, and then boom, golazo. And the last one. Oh boy, who is Ademola Lookman? Is this the same Ademola Lookman that was at Leicester City?
Oh my God!
Is it the same Ademola Lookman that was at Fulham?
Oh my God!
Is this the same guy that was playing for Everton and didn't even make it? He was tossed around, sent on loan, sold for what? For like a loan fee, a 2 million loan fee. I think Everton sold him to Leipzig for 18 million, right? That was pretty much the main his big transfer fee, right? And then later on, Leipzig, he goes around whatever on loan and so forth. The loan ends, goes to another loan, but then he finishes his career. Well, he's still in his, he's still what? He's still 26 years old, and he goes from Leipzig to Atlanta for 9.35 million. This boy's story is incredible. Also, why is it that when we get Rasmus Højlund, Atalanta end up with what's going on? They win their first European Cup trophy in a long time. Is this the time for a conspiracy theory or what? Anyway, we're going to react more to this. Ladies and gentlemen, I am just enjoying the fact that the Bayer Leverkusen ship has sunk today. I'm enjoying the fact that in cup competitions, miracles can happen. And as a Manchester United fan, I'm praying for a miracle this weekend. Come on, man. Come on. Look, man. Look at the miracles that are happening today. Let's talk about it more. Kindly don't forget to hit the like button. My name is botswanapapi. I'm excited for Atlanta. And also, I want to give the respect, the praise, the proper. When Mourinho says respect, man, respect. It's time for us to just look at this Atlanta team and say, you know what? You guys deserve it. Today you fought. I don't know what what's his name again? What's his name? The guy, gosh, I'm blanking out on his name now. The Atalanta manager. I'm blanking out on his name. I had this in a quiz question, the other day. Let me not try and remember. Let me just Google it really quickly. Hold on. Give me a second. If you know in the chat, please save me. Please save me and tell me Atalanta manager, please. Oh boy, but this guy, what I want to say about him is the fact that he got his team riled up. He got his team so ready for this game that honestly, I was watching it feeling like, this Leverkusen team, either that they look like they're hungover or they're just more or less like very, very, very like, what's the word? They were a little bit too lethargic, in my opinion. They did not look good at all. At all. They did not look like they were going to score at any point in the game. And credit goes to the manager. Credit goes to the manager. Oh man, I gotta. Let's see. Oh, thank you, by the way, for letting me know in the chat. I think somebody, Gasperini. Thank you, Box. Thank you, Box. Gasperini deserves all the accolades because he gave those guys a motivational speech that they remembered in the first half and second half. There was only maybe 65 minutes into the game when you saw the energy level drop a little bit and you saw Leverkusen trying to kind of, come back. And it was still, the game was, it was 2-0 still at that moment. But it was all Atalanta all day. It was all Atalanta. Accolades go to this guy, Gasperini. He deserves it. Also, we'll talk about if Xabi Alonso made a mistake or not with his subs. He made some substitutions too late. Anyway, kindly hit the like button. Let's talk about it. Yeah, man, Gasperini masterclass. Not only was it one of those things for me, in my opinion, it was like an exhibition by a team. Like defensively, they just looked so compact. They did not. There's a way, like you can still hurt the opponent, but still not compromise a lot. And today, Atalanta showed us. Atalanta, I don't know if Gasperini played them he just said, guys, don't worry about Bayer Leverkusen. It doesn't matter if they won over 50 games or they're unbeaten in over 50-something games. Actually, that's the fact. Like, they ended this historic unbeaten run, right? And he just told them, think of them as Klopp's team. Think of them as if they are Scousers. Because right now, oh boy, we saw an amazing performance. And I just want to give the respect one more time to not just Lookman, but it was a really, really, really great performance by Ederson in the middle. Ederson was another standout player for Atlanta. He was holding his own. He pretty much pocketed Xhaka, right? The heartbeat of the Bayer Leverkusen team. And what's his name? The goalkeeper Musso didn't have a lot to do. Another really, really good performance from Kolasinac, by the way. Kolasinac, he deserves some praises as well. He made sure Frimpong did not breathe. Frimpong was so ineffective all game. It's actually the least I've seen Frimpong like have an impact, and it's like the smallest impact I've seen Frimpong have in a long time. And a lot of credit goes to Kolasinac for that strong defensive display. You could argue that at the beginning of the game, the Atalanta players looked very rough, They looked like they were really, really rough. And that's the kind of fight that you need, though, in a one-off cup game. If you're going to go on and put a really, really good masterclass, this is the type of, energy, and this is the type of grit that you need. And Atalanta showed that miracles in finals, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Yo, Mark is also giving props to Scalvini as well. Yo, he deserves the flowers as well. That boy was really, really, really good. I want to also say, what's his name? Skamaka also did his thing. I think he ended up with an assist at the end of the game. So, Skamaka, even though he didn't end up in the score sheet, he gave one of the passes to Lookman, and the rest was history. 3 goals. The first time Lookman scores a hat trick in his career, and also it's the first time we see a hat trick in a Europa League final.
Oh my God!
Stranger things have happened in football. You remember last FA Cup, Man United versus Man City? We conceded in 14 seconds, 13 seconds, the fastest FA Cup goal in FA Cup history finals. So I feel like Ten Hag should make sure that the Manchester United players were watching this game, because it's not about form. It's not about how you've been doing. It's like, get the players riled up. Get the players ready. Mark says we lost 1-0, Papi. Relax. No, we lost 2-1, Mark. 2-1. That was the scoreline. Not 1-0. I think we might have to say 1-goal margin. But the thing that for me is what's the word? Like, inspiring is the fact that Atalanta right now are 5th in the Serie A table, right? They are behind Juventus, behind Bologna, and they can go and stop a giant like Bayer Leverkusen. Let's not make no mistake about it. Leverkusen has been really, really flying high, this season. And of course, some of the matches that they've been winning lately have been more or less like last minute turnarounds and so forth, but they made sure, Atalanta made sure that Bayer Leverkusen did not wake up, and they deserve the respect. So right now, let's take a moment and say, has anybody seen Xavi Alonso? Has anybody seen Grimaldo?
Oh my God!
Has anybody seen, what's his name? Frimpong. Where is Frimpong? Because I can't see him. Where is Granit Xhaka? Somebody please check on Kova. Andre Kova. Somebody please check on Romelu Adili. Man, they were toothless today. Whether you're going to give credit to Atlanta or what, the main thing is Bayer Leverkusen did not look like the team that they looked a shadow of themselves. And I just enjoyed this game. Part of it, I couldn't do the watch along, obviously, because I was at work, but I was reacting all the way, Yeah, Mitch is also giving props to Scalvini. And I want to say this is somebody that maybe we should be looking at. I don't know. Oh, it shouldn't be Lookman. It's too funny because it'll be a crazy turnaround if Man United decide, you know what, let's bring back Lookman into the Premier League again. Mark was texting saying, yo, this guy, this Scalvini dude is top class, and he was really, really nice. Mitch also says, yo, we have to give props to Tapsoba as well. Yes. For real. On the flip side, as I mentioned just a few minutes ago, did Xavi Alonso take too long to make his subs? Because Frimpong, I mentioned he was more or less like Casper all game. And then he puts in, Nathan Teller, and then Patrick Schick, who's been very instrumental for Leverkusen, especially in their late dramatic comebacks. He kind of makes that substitution, but he makes it a little bit too late, in my opinion. So I want to say man, maybe Xavi Alonso was waiting for a miracle and it just never came. And it's one of those things where the last minute like wins that they've been doing, they've been sort of, kind of pavering over the cracks a little bit because that wins were more or less more convincing earlier on in the season, and right now, as the season, obviously they had secured the Bundesliga and in a domestic cup final. So that point, the human element has to kick in at some point. That is why I'm secretly praying that the human element kicks in this weekend when Manchester City face Man United. What a day, what a day. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. Shout out to you, Stephanie. Shout out to Lucky in the house as well. Yo, Lucky says, Tosin, throw Tosin, free transfer, throw Tosin though, free transfer along. Oh, okay, throw Tosin in there for a free transfer. Is that what you're saying? Lucky, sorry, please clarify. Please clarify. Buck says Adley wasn't a good false nine, should have started. Man, these names are so tough. Herschlock, Sheikh, Boniface, or Iglesias as number 9. That is true. Maybe he should have. Victor Boniface was actually starting to make an impact a little bit, too late, far too late into the game. And I just want to this time I say, I think Xavi Alonso got it wrong. He's been getting it right a lot. And you can't get everything right in football or in life in general. At some point, some of your decisions, they have to go against you. Shout out to Compose Smurf in the house. Long time no see, Compose. Atlanta get that just reward for binning Cloppy. Yo, Compose. That is funny. No, I mean, at the end of the day, credit goes to the better team, and the better team hands down today. You can't say, they were robbed. A better team was Atalanta. They did that job, and that's how I feel like a final has to be played. You have to play it with that kind of mentality, That's the way to do it. Soba was awful. He looks slower than Casemiro, says Box. No, what are you talking? Really? You think so? Tom Soba was good. Like, the thing is, Lookman was better. Tom Soba was okay. He definitely fell asleep. He got a yellow card, and Lookman pretty much just showed him like you cannot blink. You cannot blink. But I think the worst defender for me for Bayer Leverkusen was Tah, the captain, Jonathan Tah. He was the one that was like falling asleep. I just feel like he had the worst game out of that defensive line. So I'd say Tapsoba, even though the goals were conceded from his side, a lot of them actually, and Lookman was just at another level. Sometimes there's that moment where a player just goes to the next level, and I want to know what he had for breakfast. I want to know what motivational speech he listened to, this Ademola Lookman guy, because he was too good. This is how I know y'all don't know match ball. All of you, says Never Miss Rob. Let's talk about it, bro. Haaland is crying in his car after watching Atlanta win, says Man. Yeah, could Haaland? Conspiracy theory time, Ranj. Could Haaland? Nah, it's too early to make that conspiracy theory. Nah. He's still a young player. I don't think Haaland has the trophy curse. No, man, do not start such rumors. Mitch says Shaka was the worst player. I'd say Tah was the worst player, followed by Shaka, followed by who was the other guy again? That was sort of Florian Wirtz was okay. He was not the width that we've seen before. He did not have the width, if you get what I'm saying. He did not have the width. Oh, boy. Yeah, exactly, Buck. I said most of the goals were all from Tapsoba's side, but Tah was horrible. Leverkusen player looked good, but The sub Adam Haslek was impressive off the bench, says Box. Yeah, so actually, let's talk about the substitutions that really looked like they were, impactful. I feel like Victor Boniface's sub, like it changed the outlook of the game a little bit in terms of like Leverkusen starting to feel like they could maybe try and fight back. It brought a little bit of that belief, but it was just a defensive incredibly strong defensive performance by this guy as well. What's his name? Is it Hein? Isak Hein, the Swedish guy? He was on top of it. He made sure that these guys could not have a sniff at goal. And the few shots that they had on target, they were more or less straight to the goalkeeper, Musso. They were more or less just very tame shots, tame shots that were not. I know you are the pause police bunch, but they were very, very much tame shots that, didn't trouble the goalkeeper at all. So I want to say respect, flowers go to you, Atalanta. Today, you showed us that miracles in football happen, and I was so thrilled for your win. Of course, the other thing I didn't have a dog in this fight, and I wanted part of me wanted Leverkusen's like fairy tale to continue, but reality has to strike in at some point. Reality has to strike in, and it struck really, really, really badly for Bayer Leverkusen, because I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's the first time they concede 3 in a game this season. 3 goals. Usually it's 2 goals, and they usually try and fight back and get a goal in. But this time around, it was for Xavi Alonso. How is beating an average Bayer Leverkusen side a miracle, says Mitch? This is not an average. Come on, Mitch. Nah. Oh, there's no W enunciated in German, bro. It's Witz. Volkswagen. All right, so that means Atalanta won today. Yo, nah, Mitch, you can't call them average, bro. I refuse. Oh, like he says, Trevor Chalobah leaving, so will Conor Gallagher. Are you talking about Chelsea? Chelsea Exodus? Another Chelsea Exodus is going on this summer, and we will be there for it when Todd Bowley presses the buy button. Man says I'm coming through with the false accusations. Yo, no, Mark, I was making with like a pun, I was trying to make a pun joke over there. I hope it didn't fly over anybody's head. Tapsoba, Ta, and Shaka were the worst 3 players today. Yeah, and Vitz. Let's not leave Vitz out there as well. Frimpong was just suffocating on that right-hand side. I just never saw the Frimpong that we've seen all season, So what a performance, though. What a performance. And really, really to be able to do that versus a team that's so much in form and so much momentum, all the accolades go to Atalanta today and Ademola Lookman, because, ladies and gentlemen, it was the Lookman show. Shout out to Pro 5 in the building, and says, no, the highest goal is 4 that they conceded. What do you mean the highest goal? I don't think please correct me. I don't think they have conceded more than 3 goals. Let me just double check. Bayer Leverkusen. Let's double check. I'm almost positive that they might have. Here we go. All right. Leverkusen. Oh my God, they've been steamrolling teams. Look at that. Let me just share this so that we look at it together. I'm looking at that fixtures, that results. Oh, they drew 4-4. But was it in the league, though? Was it in the league? Let's see. Was it in the league? Boom, 4-0. Hey, they've been steamrolling teams. Look at that. Teams have been getting red cards as well, though. They beat Bayern 3-0. Look at that. Oh boy. Oh boy. Look at that. This is just all up at this year, December. Look at Hoffenheim. They conceded 2 versus Hoffenheim. That was quite a lot by Leverkusen standards. And then 2 there versus Alemania. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? When did they concede this 4 that Marcus took? Are you talking aggregate score, Mark? Who scored 4 this year versus Leverkusen? Damn, I can't see it. Now we're in September 2022. Nah. You see, but anyway, the whole point is you have to like look through the haystack for this needle, if at all they considered this much goals. And today, the respect, the praise definitely goes to Atlanta. Like I really want to make sure that we give them the flowers they deserve. And you know what? They have this domestic cup final, the Pokal final to go, and maybe the hangover from celebrating the Bundesliga. Sheffield United 4, Bayer Leverkusen 4. What? Oh yeah, that 4-4 might have been last year. All right, yeah. No, I was trying to make it. Thank you, Pro 5. Yes, I'm right. Big up to Luca in the house as well. Shout out to you, Luca. Man, what a day, what a day, what a day. There's a party in Dublin, and if you're German, you are not invited. My lord, the reality check sunk in today, and the fairy tale ended. And I think it's time for Gasperini to get his due, his respect, and maybe I don't know. Maybe I know there's a lot of clubs looking for managers. Maybe Pro 5 Nation, you're a Chelsea fan. Maybe you Todd Bowley might go there and be like, listen, Gasperini, do you want to come to the London Cowboys? You know? That'll be interesting to see, because at the end of the day, for me, I rate Italian managers. I think they are they have a way, a method that is that deserves to be like applauded. They are really doing that thing, and in terms of coaching, just in general, and maybe it might be time. Maybe it might be time for him to come to the Premier League. And, there's also who else? Who else is, because if at all, like Vincent Kompany goes to Bayern, I doubt that Vincent Kompany will end up there, That's a very big step. I doubt it. But the manager merry-go-round is on, and we're going to obviously learn about it more this week and in the next few weeks, and we will talk about it right here on this channel. Boxers Klopp, book your tickets to Dublin. We will be there. Yay. I'm doing well, Luke. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. I hope that you're doing good. I hope that you enjoying this Europa League final. It doesn't matter if you're an Arsenal fan or Man United fan. This final was for any football fan to go ahead and enjoy. And I want to just say, man, this whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, Pro 5 Nation says, I want Vincent Kompany as manager at Chelsea. Yeah. You know what? Have him. He dresses nice. That's all I can say about him. Right. Chelsea is the circus that never stops. He said he wants Kompany. What? Wow. What a What a turnaround. Mitch says, wow, we discussing two irrelevant teams. Mate, they are in the final, mate. They were in the Cup, European Cup final today. Come on now. You know, we have to give the respect to the guys that made it that far because we could not even, we were in the Champions League. Manchester United was in the Champions League and we could never even make it to the final. I mean, to the Europa League, pardon me. We could never get out of that last place in our group. So, it is what it is, Gasperini, let's look at Gasperini's words real quick. His post-match conference, he says, it's not just that we won, it's how we won. We've beaten Liverpool when they were top of the Premier League table. Shots fired there. Sporting and now Bayer Leverkusen. We are extremely proud. Ladies and gentlemen, this man channeled his inner Carlo Ancelotti. He definitely deserves all the talk that he's getting right now. Let me show a picture of Gasperini, guys. We have to go ahead and put respect on his name. Let me show a picture of him, if in case for the people that do not know how this man looks. Guy has done it. He's made history today, and there he is. Boom. Wow. What a manager. What a manager. I just wish whatever motivational speech he gave, Ten Hag, please copy that. Please. I want to see players that are here to fight. When they go in on this weekend, I want to see a fight. Ladies and gentlemen, talking about fighting, let me show you another little thing that I wanted to make sure that we oh boy, that we look at this. You might chuckle when you see this. Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, Bayer Leverkusen in the 51 games when the world wasn't watching them, and then Leverkusen when everybody's watching them. The trolling never stops. Then United can't catch a break, Oh boy, they were really slow, All of them. I never seen Leverkusen so disconnected. They just didn't look like they were going to turn it around. And that's just like a one-off game. And I just believe in this cup miracles, I think if we do our business, then we stand a little bit of a chance versus Manchester City this weekend. We're gonna do the watch along for that. I made sure that I won't be working for that one. I made sure that I'm gonna be here, and it's gonna be a fun time. And I want to make sure that that maybe a player like Alejandro Garnacho can channel his Ademola Lookman and get in that, like, maybe a brace. I'm not asking for a hat trick because a hat trick is too much. I'm just asking for a brace. Even Haaland, somebody, please. Somebody, please channel in your Ademola Lookman. I know Ronald wants to do a VAR check for the Premier League predictions, and well, we're gonna finish that predictions tomorrow, Ronald. So we can do the VAR check tomorrow. We don't have to do that today. It's all about the Europa League final. This is how we're enjoying ourselves today. If players aren't self-motivated, who can motivate them? Says Mark. It's a combination of both, in my opinion, Mark. It has to be a combination of both. Let me invite Mark into this conversation. What are you saying, Mark, in terms of motivation?
In motivation, I said in the video Jose Mourinho tell Tottenham players. You didn't watch it?
I've watched it.
You should play it on a live and listen to what the chat have to say about that. Because the crux about that matter is that Jose Mourinho blatantly said outright, if you, the players, don't find yourselves your own responsibility for the games and for the actions that you guys have, and not only that, have some self-motivation. How am I to inspire you? There's nothing to be inspired from a dead log. That's what the man say. So if you want to believe that Gasperini inspired them players, like never miss Rob, you know, I feel like it have a trend going on with our American vibes where you'll believe that motivational speeches is work wonders. Bro, players' self-motivation and effort, determination, and the will to win, coupled with those things is work. It do work by itself, bro. Can't.
Mark, you're a leader at your workplace. You have people that you know you are in charge of, that you supervise. You know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, of course they have to show up. They have to be willing to listen. The leader sets the tone, sets the temperature.
Exactly.
The leader
So
sets
and you know how I operate, Papi.
Listen. But a leader can also go further. Not than just listen.
Bro. I don't understand me. Bro, listen. It's not listen. Understand what I'm saying here, bro. Understand what I'm saying, right? It's not about going above and beyond for them. Everybody have to be responsible for themselves. I'm not their parent, bro. You understand what I'm saying? At most, I could be close to like a friend or a brother, like a brother like figure. But I'm not their parent. I'm not here to make life easy for them. Honest, bro. I've been real. I've been so real, bro.
You can't make
like
you're the one. Mark, listen. You're the one that brought up the all or nothing. You brought up the Mourinho one.
Exactly.
Haven't you
And Mourinho said,
seen Pep's all or nothing, where he's
Pep is a fake manager, bro. I don't rate Pep at all. So I would never. When we're talking about great managers, we're talking about managers who come from nothing, who they need money to always buy the next player to take them to the top, bro.
There is even this joke. There's even this joke that like Pep giving a pep talk. There was somebody who was asking in the documentary. They were saying, who is the bigger motivational speaker, Pep himself or Pep who gives the pep talk? And then he was like, Pep who gives the pep talk, because he knows he has to fire his troops out.
Bro, that's all for the camera, bro. That's all a facade, bro. That's just nice talk, bro.
Oh my God, you have to do your job.
Listen to me. Where's Matthias Nunez? Where's Calvin Phillips? You know, where's all those? The man had 52 signings, bro, in 7 seasons. 52, bro. You hear why I'm saying 52, and you want to tell me, bro, he's an amazing motivational speaker and coach? If he was amazing, he would not have had 52 signings in less than 7 seasons, bro. 52, bro. What's that number?
So you want to tell me that?
I'm telling you that the checkbook is what is saying. This player don't work. They buy a next one for equal price next season and they bend that player, bro. Look at Grealish, 100 million, and he don't even have as much GA as Antony dos Santos.
Okay.
Come on, bro. Come on. Let me be real about life.
Okay. Here. Let me hear the perspective of Ronald in this one. Ronald. Shout out to you, bro.
Shout out to the community, shout out to the family, shout out to everyone, and shout out to this criminal. Football Power Hour. You're in VAR.
Yeah, in VAR right now. You about to get rushed. You know, the man was laughing at United, bro, tonight, Ronald. The man was laughing at United. He slandered United.
We will get to those. We will get to those things. Big up Stephanie in the chat. But bots, how can you take poor man's points away in in the game? Bots, you're on mute. You're on mute, bots.
Bro, you're not gonna diverge the conversation to the power predictions. That one we'll sort it out tomorrow, Ronald. Well, don't worry. We'll do the VAR.
I think there's an echo as well. It might be you.
Hold on. What about now?
Jarvis said. Jarvis would have to confirm.
Okay, Jarvis, let us know if the echo is gone.
Yeah, the echo is still there, Papi.
No, why does it happen when Ronald gets here?
No, bro, it happened because you didn't do your test before. Stop blaming Ronald for you not doing your song checks, bro.
Yeah, I had to. Just
No, I'm
connect
not
with
going to allow
no
that, bro. I'm
testing
not
or nothing.
allowing
Anyway,
that, bro. I
okay,
can't
let's
allow
do
that
this. I'll
because
mute
right
myself
now,
when I'm not speaking. But listen,
Bots, you need to stop treating me
Ronald,
like Sancho.
Ronald, Ronald. The point that we're on right now is it's Mark and Ronald, not when I'm speaking. Thank you, Jarvis. Thank you. All right, everybody, you just mute when you're not talking. But the whole thing was actually that's so good because it will help us have a civil conversation right now and not a shouting match over each other. So when bots give us the pep talk, is that what Box is saying? Listen. When Pep Guardiola plays a role in terms of motivating his players, making sure that they stay hungry, and of course the players also know that there's internal competition. There is if you don't show up, eventually you'll get on the transfer chopping board, and that's part of his motivation. But you cannot sit here and tell me that like he does not sit down and make a speech. He does. You saw Arteta. Mark is the
bro,
one who
you think
referenced the all
you
or nothing.
really and truly sitting
You
down
see
and telling me
Arteta
that
play
Pep
play
Guardiola,
the atmosphere for Arsenal players. You
bro, you
know,
telling me Pep Guardiola is
what do you call
inspired
that, Mark?
Bernardo Silva?
Wait. Can you like shorten the question? What is the question? You
So
made a
the question, Ronaldo, is like a manager is responsible for motivating his players. Yes or no, Ronald?
yes. A manager is responsible for motivating the players.
I rest my
However,
case.
no,
I
no,
rest
no.
my
Hold on,
case.
You see,
hold
they
on,
can't say
hold
them
on,
things to hear
hold
Ronald
on,
because he
hold
don't
on, hold.
listen.
Mark,
He don't
hold on.
listen.
You as well. You mute now. The thing is, if you look at Man City team as well, right? There are certain group of players who are motivated, but then there is a certain group of players who don't care. Jack Grealish, no one can tell me, is motivated by anything apart from alcohol at the end of the season. All right. So Calvin Phillips, was he motivated enough to lose weight? No. Where does he play now? Is on loan. So some players, yes, you can motivate them, but some players are kept on a pedestal. Again, it is all about the environment as well. For example, just taking an example, Mbappe, right? In PSG, not a motivated player. What was he even playing for? He already had the bag, he had the name, he had the media, he had the people, he has everything. However, the moment he walks out of those doors at the end of the season and walks indoors with Real Madrid, he will have a motivation to prove himself at the bigger stage. The same goes with Rashford at Manchester United. He is right now in an environment where he's comfortable because he is the big player. There is no motivation. There is only one manager who can ask Rashford to start doing runbacks, and he will do it, and that is Sir Alex Ferguson. No one else, I don't think, can motivate him on a consistent basis. Every manager can come in and get a reaction out of him for just one season, and that's about it. Or if it's the contract. So yes, you do have
More
what you're
charges,
saying,
Papi.
bots, what you're saying is absolutely correct. A manager needs to motivate the players and needs to find a way to motivate them. But some players and some people are lost causes. You just can't motivate them at any cost.
Okay. All right.
Let me
So,
add to that slightly.
all
Listen,
right. All right. Go
because
ahead,
the
Mark.
most important thing you have to remember, bro, that the most important saying it have talent alone without effort is only get you so far, right? Players have to be self-motivated. It's like success. You cannot sit here and tell me that Puff Daddy motivate Biggie Smalls. You can't tell me that Jay-Z was motivated by Damon Dash. Don't tell me that Will Smith was motivated by Jada Pinkett Smith, bro. Don't tell me them things. Because these people was all successful before on their own motivation in order to be successful. Look at Bill Gates and these guys. You feel somebody was motivating Bill Gates? No, all he cared about was being successful for himself and believe in himself. These players need to believe in themselves first.
I
No,
think
I'm not
I
saying
think
the
for
manager
this
can't motivate them or try to inspire them, but I mean, at the end of the day, but if you uninspired, bro, right? If you uninspired, right? know how much people could really inspire you. Somebody could give you a motivational speech, but it could wear off because you might go back to thinking, bro, I ain't doing well and this, da, da, da. You know what I mean? All those things is taken into account, bro. And at the end of the day, you must give a hunt. You must give your full effort. Whether you're losing, you're winning, whether you're good at anything or you're trying anything, it's always better to do your best than don't do your best because you don't know how to do it. If you understand what I mean, try your best. People is always
Sure.
telling that when they're growing up. So
No,
why
I
is
agree
different
with a lot of what you
players?
said, but not everything. In terms of like today, we saw Atlanta more motivated than Bayer Leverkusen.
Bro, Atalanta is a better team than Leverkusen in reality. Italian league is ranked higher than the Bundesliga. So there's no logic that saying an Italian team might beat a German team. It's more likely, unless it's a Bayern or maybe a Dortmund. But
Ronald, do
in
you feel the
reality,
same way as Mark?
Nah, you know me, bro.
How
I don't
so?
see
How
eye
so?
to
Yeah,
eye with
please
a lot of
explain.
things with Mark, and I think today was. I think you should give the mic to Omo as well. I think he's asking for it in the chat. But today, I think seniority in the game, experience as well, came into picture at light. Did the players perform as per the manager? Yes. Uh, Xabi Alonso also coached his team well enough to win the game, but at the end of the day, there's one person with a lot of experience, and the other one, just did a wonderful job in the first season in itself. And yep, me, Mark, and Bots, we all can be nonsense. Omo, I hope I can hear from you what established knowledge you might have on this topic. The eloquent and absolutely fantastic emotional,
Hey,
non-biased language and information you have. Would love to hear you.
all right, and so okay. While I know Ten Hag defense league is wild. I know
Wait,
Montana.
wait. Who's
you know, the
defending Ten Hag?
average age of
I want to keep
Atalanta
it.
players
I want to
is
keep
One,
2 years
it.
one
younger
second.
than the
I want
average
to keep it
age of
Bots,
Leverkusen. The guys have to
Bots
stop
and
playing
as
Mark.
much
with
as
us.
possible
Hold
to
on,
spare the
Bots and
stage.
Mark. Bots and Mark. Who is defending Ten Hag right now? Who?
I got
So
10 Hag defense league,
are
so
the people who
I
are
not
You
playing
said
with
Ten
that.
Hag defense league is wild. No, no. Why are you being defensive now?
Yeah, I not living
because
in
you're
an
making a statement
imagination
and you're
like
laughing,
Montana
but
Prime
we're not
talking
even
about.
talking about Ten Hag.
Man, and see it, your statement that you had up on screen before. You and Bots bring Poch and Sancho cook for real. The two are living in an imaginary world, bro. Sancho will never cook. You know why? He never wanted to cook at United, bro.
But
3.5
but
seasons prove that.
even
The
apart
manager
from
who gave
that,
him the most game time, you'll
no. But
vex with. The man gave him
Mark,
42 games out of
forget Ten
84
Hag.
games to play, bro.
Mark, for a minute,
Men and
forget
crack
Ten
out.
Hag, bro. Forget Ten Hag. He's a bald, stupid guy. Why did what's that manager's name for England? Bots? Or maybe Omo can tell me.
Okay.
Much more educated person is here. What's the person's names? Omo?
Southgate.
Oh, why did he not look at him?
I don't know.
I was just confused because I was expecting Sancho's name to be up there because,
I
in my
I I,
opinion,
I
apart
I
from
don't know why.
United, Sancho has been far superior than Saka. That's just my opinion. If I take my bias and hatred aside, Sancho has been performing better than Saka. I just don't know how exactly he was not picked above that guy.
That I'm not. That's why sometimes managers they just have players that they are automatically gonna pick. So there's nothing you can do about it.
But Sancho was a starter, no, Omo? Like I think 2 years ago he was for England or
Yeah,
three
for
years
the
ago.
2020. No, he wasn't really a starter.
No, I think he was
He
there at
only
the
played
first
3
team.
games for England, bro. 3
He wasn't a
games.
starter.
Oh, he wasn't a start. Who was starting above him then? Was it Sterling? Because he might be still
No,
there at the time.
Greenwood.
Was it? No,
Greenwood.
I think. Wait,
Mason
what are
Greenwood.
we talking about?
Mark. Okay,
I'm telling you
okay,
the
great,
truth.
bro. Okay, great. I'm just trying to skip that name for now for confidential reasons. I don't want to go to court, but yeah, go ahead, Omo.
Yeah, please, Omo. And remember, we just saw the Europa League final, bro. There's a
Listen.
reaction to that.
Today Europa League final is a great game. Like it is a tactical masterclass from both managers. As in, Bayer Leverkusen were 100% the favorite going into this match. As in, they were the better team going to this match, and Atalanta just did what they had to do. Atalanta became great. They became great in that match. Leverkusen had a good match. They had a game plan, I saw their game plan, and the reason why their game plan didn't work was not playing a striker. You could see that like they were trying to build it from the back, but Atalanta did the same thing. The difference Liverpool in the first leg and second leg, which is like, yeah, we're gonna press you all the way, and we're gonna cut up the passing lane. If you cut up the passing lane, you have to go long. Who are you gonna go long to? Ali? Ali's not that tall, so automatically they're gonna win those headers. And Bayer Leverkusen was hoping to win those. We're hoping to win the second ball, but they were not winning the second ball. Xhaka, Florian Wirtz, Palacios, they were poor in that midfield. All three of them were poor in that midfield. Not just on the Xhaka. That whole midfield were poor. They couldn't control the ball because again, you're getting pressed nonstop. And the only time they had was when that's go long to Frimpong like all day, and they couldn't go long the other wing, which was Grimaldo. And again, Grimaldo was the weak side and where they scored because again, Xhaka's supposed to help there. Xhaka didn't score. Zappacosta got the ball. Beautiful cross across the line. Nobody's there to stop it. And Palacio was sleeping in the back post. That was a goal. The second goal, again, like I said, Leverkusen, they try to go long. The person that had the ball that was a terrible header. He headed to no man's land. The ball came straight to Lookman. Lookman knocked back Xhaka and shot the ball. That's a beautiful shot. There's nothing you can do about that. And the third goal is 1-on-1. Again, he took out his defensive midfielder. He took out defensive midfielder. They went long. You could see they got the ball, went long, 3-on-3. Like, listen, they passed the ball to Lookman. Like, Lookman, it's all you. Like, we ain't gonna help you. Is that gonna shoot the ball? You're gonna run the ball to the flag. So, he said, you know what? I'm taking the ball in my hand. One step over, went to the left side, and he shot the ball. His strongest foot was his right foot. I understand top sober not going into the attack was like, yo, your left foot is your weakest foot. I'm not expecting that. And he didn't expect that, and that's his fault. He should you gotta press the man and get the ball back as soon as possible. He got the ball to the left foot, shot the ball.
What? So Omo, when I was talking, you said nonsense. What did you think? Like, what part of what I said was wrong?
No, you people were talking about something that was like that not on part of the game. That's why I called it nonsense. It had nothing to do with the
Which part were we talking about?
It was about Ten Hag. I don't want to.
We were not even talking about Ten Hag.
Yes, I was here this whole time. It was about Ten Hag.
I haven't even said a word about Ten Hag until Bot said that Ten Hag Defense League is wild.
Leave Ten Hag alone. Leave Ten Hag alone.
Can I tell what you guys were talking about? You guys were talking about mentality. You're talking about mentality. I'm not here to order. I'm here to talk about.
But that was the question that was asked to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but we never talk about Ten Hag.
Or disappoint you.
You're talking about mentality when
nobody mentioned Ten Hag. You're just talking
again,
mentality in general.
When I came into the stream, innocently,
as well. Like, listen, what is what talking about mentality?
I came into the stream innocently, and Bots asked me a question.
In a Spanish match, you saw the beautiful game in midfield. You saw how that midfield, like, yo, like Leverkusen had by far one of the best midfield, one of the best team that built up in the midfield.
That's broken today. It was destroyed.
Xabi Alonso has by far, and Bayer Leverkusen has by far the best team in build up in the center half of the midfield. And you saw it well. Gasperini find a way to shut it down. Edison ran that midfield. Edison was all over who was in the midfield. He was going against Wirtz. He was going against Frimpong. Like, he was all over. Like, Frimpong got double team. No, Frimpong didn't get no one-on-one today. He straight up got double team. And this is like those little things, they matter. The little thing matter.
I can ask a question. What does that tell you about Atalanta players? Not that they dedicated
again, it's not about Atalanta players because again, I could say they did not win the league. They did not win the Serie A. So again, back to the topic, which is the Europa League final. Again, games you cannot put all games together. Game is different because again, I rate Tapsoba, but today he was poor. I rate like Tapsoba is a good defender. I'm not gonna say great. He's a good defender. I like him a lot, but today he was.
I rate Woods too. They just had a bad game today, bro.
Yeah, like in that midfield.
That's bro, he did look well, bro. And the Atalanta squad back his tactics and they run hard whole game.
The manager changed his tactics.
Don't dodge the question.
Make the players follow suit, right?
That question in the chat is for you, Omo. Like, which ball are you rating higher?
I actually want to see them play against each other.
But which one are you right now?
I'll say
no beat Spurs real bad.
Granny and boys about a battle of midfield. I don't know. It depends on the player.
Smash up Spurs, bro.
It depends on the player. Like that's a match I want to see. I want to see that. I
I
want to
mean,
see that
almost.
match
So
because I want to see how
current squads.
but like I'm going forward all day, and you see these people like you see
So
Gasparani balling, which is
If
like
you look at the current squads they have, right, like Gasparini and Ange, the current squad they have, no additions, no subtractions. I would even give it to you. Ange can have, in hypothetical, Udogi back, right, as his left back because he's injured right now, going through an operation or recovery. I don't know, but let's say he even has that guy back because that changes his entire system on the back four. Which one would you go for?
if it's both team healthy, I'll take Ange ball because it's just like it's a whole different game of like Ange ball. Like I'm gonna highline and I'm gonna press you. I'm gonna go highline. It doesn't press all day, but like every pass is going forward. Every
Bro,
pass is going forward, and that's the ball I want to see. Because again, this Atalanta team, like I'm gonna press you high, and one is I'm good. Every pass going forward, like I want to see like how that match will play out. But again, Gasparani is like an experienced Italian manager. He's been at the club for like
2 things about Atalanta. The Atalanta team has been in the making for the last 3.5 seasons. 1. 2, there's one of the youngest teams in Europe. The average age of the Atalanta team is 28. The average age of the club is 25. Right? Just to show you. But it's effort and good tactics, good coaching. You know what I mean? Like, but Leverkusen, to be fair, bro, is Ange Ball 3.0. Let me be real. Leverkusen is a well-oiled team compared to Spurs. I think they would destroy Spurs. Romero would probably have a red card in the first 20 minutes against
Gasparani
Lookman.
is just gonna do things like he's gonna do things to shut down Son and shut down Pedro Porro. Because again,
Yeah, Redmond. Yeah, you'll be without Romero from the first 15 minutes. He getting a red card instant.
As in not starting a
Guaranteed.
striker, this hurt them because again you have 3 strikers on the bench. Isn't you have 3 strikers on the bench. You're not starting a second
Wait,
one.
who did not strike a strike? Who did not start a striker, Romo?
On Leverkusen.
Huh?
Was there any specific reason, or was there like injuries or something?
No, there's no injury. They're all 3 of them were on the bench. He didn't start a single
Lookman
one.
is not a striker.
Who?
No, regardless, Mark. Regardless, who is the striker?
I mean,
I'm just saying, like,
at least not striker. At least
No,
been
but
playing that position a couple games this season with a one though.
Boniface, Patrick Schick, and Hosek was on the bench. If either of them started, because again, they were
They win a
them.
couple games with this one.
Let me explain why. Let me explain why. Because I know you're about to react. Let me explain why. You have 3 strikers on the bench, 3 tall strikers. They can control the ball. The way Atalanta was pressing them, he did. Zabalon did not expect this type of pressing. He thought like, oh, he could easily beat them with beautiful play, but they did not allow them to play their beautiful football. They shut down their whip. The only way of them going forward was to a long ball in it, and you long ball to a short alley. Who that defender? Isak was gonna win the ball. Berat was gonna win the ball. Kolasinac the defender was gonna win the ball like 9 times out of 10. And you see that one time their player didn't win the ball, it was a goal for Lookman. Now, if you set a Boniface and you go long, at least he can control the ball. Because they were trying to do that. And you can see that at some point in the game where Xhaka had the ball, West had the ball, or Palacios had the ball to go on the counter. There's nobody to go forward. There's nobody forward. So they had to pass back and rebuild again. And the moment you pass back to rebuild again, Atalanta is pressing immediately.
No, but Omo, like, my question is, because obviously this guy has used these strikers in the league and he's won games.
Yes.
So he win about 4 games for Bayer Leverkusen this season.
Was there any particular reason that you can think of that he, like Alonso as a manager, would have actually gone for this style of play? If you just put yourself in his place, that it could work.
Ever since they got confirmation that they won the league, ever since that day, he's been rotating players. He's just been rotating players. Like I don't know when I see his match, I don't know who's starting and who's not starting because he's constantly rotating players over and over. And again, that just shows today, like he was constantly. I did not expect Ali to start because I know Boniface came out from injury. He played the last 2 games. Peter Schick has been available. Holuzek has also been available. So him not starting a striker, like I'm like, okay, maybe you have something planned.
Did he start a striker in the last 2 or 3 games?
I don't think he did. I'd have to go check and look. That would be
because if he hasn't actually started them in the last 3 games, then it kind of makes sense that okay, he doesn't either have
No,
confidence.
last
It might
game,
be.
the game before this, he started a striker. Last game, he started striker. The game before
Then
that,
possibly he
he
overthought
started
this
striker
one.
as well. So I'm like, this game, it doesn't. I don't understand.
Yeah, so possibly the less experience. This game he actually start like overthought. You know how Pep did that against Chelsea once. You remember that one?
Which
He
one?
overthought the Chelsea and City final
Yes.
Champions League, and he overthought that one, and he just messed it up. I think this is a very similar one to that because if he has played a striker in just a game before this, there's no reason to not play one.
If you play a striker, it will not. It will not. The second, okay, the first goal, it was a beautiful thing. Like there's nothing you can do about that. But that second goal, if you play striker, that second goal doesn't happen like that. Because again,
Could
the,
be
the
right.
last three Europa League game, which one? Roma, yeah, Roma, no striker. He didn't play the striker in the Roma games, both of them. So maybe that's why he just like went with it. And in both matches in the league, before that, both matches in the league, he started with a striker. So again,
Yeah, I
like
think
he didn't make.
he just overthought it that this system for Europa just works, because it has worked before, and he just went with it, and he literally just focused everything on the league. Because even though he just lost this match, he's had a fantastic season. Any manager or
Yeah,
any team would
he still
take
has
that.
another match on Saturday, I believe.
Yeah, that did the FA Pokal.
The FA Cup, the FA Cup
Yeah,
equivalent.
the Pokal.
Yeah, so he might be going for that kind of double where he would play a striker. In this game, he might have just thought that he could get by without a striker, because
Yeah,
that is a possibility. You can't be
Yeah,
playing
exactly what you
today
told
a
it's not
striker.
like when you overdo it, like, but still, like, I understand, but I'm like, it's already too late now. Like, it's hindsight would have said that you need a striker to go along. Because again, I don't think he think that Atalanta will press him the same way Liverpool did. Because they did the same tactics they used versus Liverpool, was to press down and shut down the passing lanes 100%. Just
But
go
Liverpool
forward.
doesn't even have the same personnel like Atlanta, because Atlanta players can run. Liverpool players can't.
They were just pressing. I think that's what I have here.
And the one thing you can't take away from Italian teams is the defensive solidity.
I think Kolasinac, I think he came off after 45 minutes.
Yeah, he came out for
the
the
second half.
was Cavani.
Yeah, but like, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Every player that leaves Arsenal is winning a trophy. It's hilarious at this point.
Yeah, yeah.
Xhaka left. He won the league. Huh? What did you say, Mark?
Papi fall asleep.
No, Papi, I think he's just gone to address something. He'll be back in a minute or two.
He'll be back. Let me see. How are they defensively in the league? Team pressure.
See, outfit change.
Total. Shot ending.
Oh, but are you going on a vacation?
He going out for
No. Yes. I gotta make a quick exit. But
but yeah, I just had to say this once. I told man that Atalanta was going to win this game. I knew it because I don't know what time it was. I was watching certain things and I was liking what I seen from them, and I just know that defensively there was going to be a tough nut to crack. You know what I mean? So watching the game was
before
a good
you
game
go,
to watch as a neutral.
Bots, before you go, I just want to tell you, because you keep a good memory, right? I
Yes.
just want to tell you, De Zerbi will go to Barcelona. Tuchel would return to this club, Chelsea, and Poch might end up in Bayern or company. I don't know, either of those two.
Actually, I hear De Zerbi going to Milan. So
this is a special stream. The manager go around prediction like that.
Because this summer it's not players. This summer is not a players transfer window. This summer is a managerial
transfer window, bro. It's yeah. I mean, we'll see. And also, what's gonna happen with if McKenna leaves Ipswich? Who's gonna take over Ipswich?
I don't want McKenna leaving. Massey or Kraft. We'll still 1 more year.
Yeah, I would want him to stay there, just like Xavi Alonso. Like, stay at the club you became big at, master
Yeah,
your craft, and then move. Like,
yeah.
don't make that quick judgment right
You,
now.
you're a small man, and I don't say you're a small man. I think you're coaching a small club in the big league. Like
Because right
how
now
good can you do Ipswich? If you could keep Ipswich away from relegation, then he should
that
make that jump to
that's
the
your
big club.
KPI. That's your KPI. For
Probably
him,
gonna
his
finish
KPI
20th.
right now is to just finish in the top 16, top 15. That's it.
Yeah, avoid relegation.
Exactly. Like, and if he goes to Chelsea or a club like that, his expectation all of a sudden goes to what? Goes to top 4, Champions League, win something. So
Yeah.
Yeah, let the Fresh Prince get out of here before his cap is
well,
late, bro.
I just want to say, bots, if this guy comes in, I'm gonna be the one starting this parade. Pot out.
Bro, don't even talk that madness now, bro. Come on, bro. You moving like butts laughing at the at United, bro. And we're supposed to be talking about
Mark,
Atalanta
if
and
you don't smile
Leverkusen.
in your misery, you'll never smile, bro.
999. I'm not laughing at nobody bantering my team with Leverkusen and things, bro. That disrespect, bro. I'm
I'm
not laughing matter.
bantering
I think we're meant
Pochettino.
to
I'm
go to
sorry.
war.
Wait, Mark. How did
Bro,
that
he's
affect
not a
you?
Man
I'm
United
bantering
fan. He's a
Pochettino.
Chelsea fan, bro. He could
No,
go
wait,
poaching
Mark.
anytime he
I
wants,
am
bro.
bantering Pochettino. How is that affecting you? How is he related
Oh,
to
you
United?
bantering him? As long as he don't come nowhere near United, bro. We don't want that average
I don't
rubbish.
care. See, again, I'm just laughing at Pochettino. I don't care.
Shit
I said
coach.
this time
Like
ago.
Ange next season,
Pochettino,
Glamby.
I said
When
this
they see
time
Ange
ago.
get
You can
battered next season,
anyone who
you
might have
don't
a
get
lot of
figure out
time,
this half of the season already.
Some man
anyone who has a
just
lot
don't
of
think
time
him.
can go back and check Bot's previous videos. I said time ago, De Zerbi and Pochettino would be sacked before Ten Hag, and factually that has happened. It is
I
correct.
see
Oh,
that
yeah,
too.
we still haven't talked to Chelsea Den about that. He was like, oh, it's never.
I tell men that too, but I didn't tell you that at the beginning of the season. Poch and them men go get sacked first.
you
Bro.
said something like that. Yep.
And by the way, lucky
If
De Zerbi
Pochettino
to
comes, he's
Bayern
going to
Munich,
be Ineos
De
out.
Zerbi to Bayern Munich is not happening. It has been rejected. The offer has been said no to. That's not happening. Just FYI.
Yeah, just want to let men know. He going Italy, bro. That we could tell all for sure.
Our
Back to
chance, but the
Italian.
unpopular opinion, you know, I like my Jose Mourinho.
I
Don't say
just
stuff like that.
wait for Ten Hag to get fired. Like, that's all I know. That's all I need.
Yeah, well,
the
next
rumors
year
are
for
just
that hope and that dream.
you can abstain,
Next year for that hope and that dream. I could tell all for free. The club come out and say it so many times.
you know that,
They
right?
plan with Eriktenhag.
Yeah.
Wilcox say it. The media say it, and you all still think he gets
Well,
sacked. That's insane.
anyways, bots, if you want to wrap up the stream. We'll come
Yeah,
back to this
yeah.
at
We'll
another
come
stream.
back to this.
on the scene, nobody.
Because I have cases.
I want to wrap up on this vibe. Montana, by the way, I was thinking about this to myself too, being like, what if Anslot is like David Moyes? Is that David Moyes? I don't think he's going to last that long at Liverpool. It's going to be a very, very, very turbulent time for Liverpool next season. And
I think he will
be forced to make a change.
Bots, I think he will, because he will have that grace of changes being made, like a new director coming in, the whole staff is new. So he would have those kind of graces as well. Like, and obviously, the problem is you have to understand a certain fan base. If you're going from Sir Alex to any other manager, you have to lower your expectation anyways. By default, you should. Yes, you have to build on those expectations, but to think that another manager would come again when Pep leaves or how Klopp has left, would the manager right away go ahead and match those? No, they can't match those expectations because their shoe size is too big to fit. So you'll have to grow into that shoe size. So it will need time, and I think they would lower their expectations because even with Klopp, what did they win per se?
I mean, but he was that version of modern day, Sir Alex.
That version got replaced by Arteta. How about that?
All right. Big up, Ronald. Thank you. Thank you for pulling up, my bro. Thank you, Mark, as always. Thank you to the professor for your insight. You still dodged that question. You answered it like a politician.
Which one?
Ange Ball versus
Ange Ball.
You say Ange Ball?
Yeah, Ange Ball.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. This edge ball hype merchant is here. He's still alive. He's kicking it. He's kicking it.
I was just building my case. When we do our video, I'm gonna bring out all my data for all these.
All right. Please break it down. Is the lesson will entitle the stream Gasperini versus Ange Ball, and we'll
No. Is the lesson is ETH out? Why ETH should be out?
Okay.
Bro,
All
we're
right.
not talking Manchester. Kick him out one time.
I'm kicking him out now. All right, big up to you guys. Thank you so much for being here. And today the men of the hour, Gasperini, man, and the whole Atlanta team for getting a very, very historic win versus Bayer Leverkusen. All the respect goes to them. What a beautiful day for football. Just a really nice game to watch from a neutral standpoint. So congratulations to Atlanta for winning 3-0. 3-love.
Deadwood.
Leverkusen, you got to pick yourself up again because right now, the Germans.
Them dead.
Football Power Hour.